Warning, the following video is so manly that it can make a woman grow a beard. So if you are a little Justin Bieber, proceed with caution.
What is up, people? I just finished watching a massacre. A fucking massacre. And I kind of felt bad because I was like, oh my god, this is such a fucking... This is slaughter. This is human slaughter right here. I should call the police and I didn't. So, I mean, I just finished watching Germany versus Brazil for the World Cup. And oh my god, the Brazilian side got fucking wrecked. They were defeated by 7-1. And this is the most humiliating defeat in the World Cup ever between two big squads. I mean, you've had some, great victories or some great defeats, whatever. But it was mostly between great teams and shitty teams. But right here you have Brazil versus Germany, two of the best teams of the world. And Brazil got wrecked. I mean, you could see that since the first match, Brazil had no team for this World Cup. They got lucky, they won match after match. As I said, they got lucky, and they were able to reach the semi-finals. Obviously, most of us knew that they were not going to be able to defeat Germany, but we didn't expect such a humiliating defeat right here. Especially because they kind of played well against Colombia, and Colombia has a great team. So they had to be lucky to defeat Germany, and especially to win the World Cup. So they couldn't count with two players, Neymar, which is the best player of Brazil, of the Brazilian side, and also Thiago Silva, which along with Luis is the best defender of Brazil. I mean, David Luiz played like shit on this match, so I mean, a lot of people probably hate him right now. But Thiago Silva is probably the best defender of Brazil. So they didn't have these two players, probably the best, let's say, striker. He's not a striker, but whatever, and the best defender. But I think that's no excuse to get defeated by 7-1. So I mean, as if this wasn't bad enough to play without these two players and to have a shitty team, because, I mean, let's face it, they have a shitty team. They played very, very bad on this match. The defensive side, David Luiz, Dante, Marcelo, and Maicon, they played like shit. They played like shit. The midfield players were non-existent, to be honest. I don't even know who the fuck was playing on the midfield. To be honest, I don't know who the fuck was there. There was nobody there. The striker is so bad, but it kind of wasn't his fault because he was not receiving passes, this and that. But the striker is bad for a team like Brazil. Fred, the guy's name is Fred. He's terrible. I'm a better soccer player than him. Let's say soccer, so that there's no confusion here. He's a terrible player, and I don't play soccer professionally, but I would have done a better job than this guy. And then the guy who replaced Neymar, I mean, he's kind of a good player, but they didn't someone better, and they didn't have. There's the thing here. I think that Brazil they're trying to create a team for the future. They have lots of young players. And I think they lack some kind of experience. And when I'm talking about experience, I'm talking about good players, not guys like Fred. I think he's like I don't know if he's old or not, on his 30s or something. But I'm talking about players like Ronaldinho, like Kaká. They could still play for the Brazilian team side, whatever squad. But for some reason they chose not to call them. And as I said, I think they're building a team for the future, and these kids, they couldn't handle the pressure because most of them are fucking kids. Most of them are younger than me, so they couldn't stand the pressure. The German side, I mean, they have in 10 chances they scored 7 goals. Maybe it was 12 chances, whatever. In 12 chances or something like that, they scored 7 goals. That's fucking a lot. And that tells you, even though the German team is the great team, that tells you how bad Brazil played on this match. The Germans don't have like players like Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi who want to dribble 4 or 5 players and score goals. They play very well as a team, and I mean, as I said, they don't have guys like this, and probably if they had guys like this, they wouldn't play this well. So they have a very strong team. And they also have a super goalkeeper. That guy, the Neuer, he's a fucking animal on that. I mean, defending the goal, whatever. He's fucking unstoppable. He's unstoppable. The guy stopped 3 goals on the beginning of the second half for Brazil. Brazil could have scored 3 goals in a row, but he stopped the 3 goals. I mean, one-on-one against Brazilian players, he stopped the 3 goals. It's unbelievable. The score was 5-0. If they had scored 3 goals, the score Brazil. If they had scored 3 goals, the score would have been 5 for Germans. For the Germans, 3 to Brazil on the beginning of the second half, and Brazil probably could have had a chance. But I mean, they have a fucking animal on the defender their goal, the German goal.